ranking the top 10 pro wrestlers turned actors. And there have been many wrestlers that have dipped their toe in the Hollywood pool over the years. Some have been more successful than others. Macho Man Randy Savage will forever be known by a generation of non-fans, as non-wrestling fans that is, as Bonesaw McGraw from Spider-Man. They're not going to look at him and go, hey, that's the Macho Man. They're going to be like, hey, that's Bonesaw. Whatever happened to that guy? They also used his voice for an episode of Space Ghost. He played Space Ghost's grandfather. But beyond that, he did a bunch of voiceovers, and that's about it. Terry Funk, he did Roadhouse and Paradise Alley. Stone Cold, he did a bunch of B movies like The Condemned and Hunt to Kill, but he also had roles in The Expendables and The Longest Yard. So did Goldberg. He was in The Longest Yard. He was in Santa's Sleigh, in that one Universal Soldier movie. Chris Jericho's done some B-level horror movies. MJF right now is going around gloating about being in Happy Gilmore too. There's lots of wrestlers that have been in movies, but who are the best ones? Well, let's see what they had to say, and I'll chime in here with my own. At number 10 on the list, they have Andre the Giant. Andre literally did 2 movies in his life.
Yeah.
And one of them, he was in a giant
Bride.
monster suit, and he wasn't even credited in the movie. You never saw his face, and he had no dialogue. That was in Conan the Destroyer. The role that he's most known for is one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched it many, many times when I was younger. The Princess Bride.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yep.
Andre played Fezzik the Giant, and he was perfect for the role. And honestly, it's such a memorable movie, I would have him up higher on my list. I mean, they have Adam Copeland on their list at number 5. I can honestly say I have never seen a damn thing that Copeland has been in outside of wrestling. I've heard he was good on that Viking show, and he did that other show, Haven. He could be a great actor for all I know, but there isn't a single thing that he's done in his acting career that is as memorable or that people talk about like they do Andre in The Princess Bride. They have Jesse Ventura at number 9 on their list. Predator is the role he's most known for, Running Man, Demolition Man. He had a small part as a guard. Remember Batman and Robin?
Oh, yeah.
He's not a great actor. I mean, a lot of these guys are not great actors, but he's not a great actor. That's as far as his acting career went, as far as movies. And again, I should point out, as we go along here, we're talking movies, we're not really talking TV shows. But I think he went on to do all right for himself. So, number 9 sounds about right. Number 8 is The Big Show, Paul White. To me, he will always be Captain Insano in The Waterboy. And Giant Santa. Can't forget Giant Santa and Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, trying to let this man talk. But what happened? What happened to The Big Show? Or Paul White? I ain't heard nothing about him in a while. So they using AEW for a while. But I ain't heard nothing about him in a while. I don't know what he's up to.
Jingle All the Way is a great movie, by the way, if you've never seen it.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. I forgot about that. I forgot all about
Schwarzenegger, man. He has shared the screen with a lot of wrestlers.
Seen that in a long time.
Man, Jesse Ventura, Big Show, Andre, Stone Cold. I remember the Big Show. That didn't last very long, but that's TV.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot about
Hulk
that too.
Hogan at number 7.
Hogan. Oh.
And the author makes the point that without Hulk Hogan in Hollywood first, there would be no Rock or John Cena doing movies. Yes and no. If your point is that Hogan's success in wrestling paved the way for wrestling to become hot the way that it was, and that led to people like Rock and John Cena having the chance to eventually become big stars, like in wrestling, then sure, you could argue that. But the idea that Hogan dabbling in Hollywood and failing is the reason that the door got kicked open for guys like Rock and Cena, I think that's giving him too much credit. Rock was a charismatic guy. I mean, still is, but Rock's a charismatic guy, very successful in wrestling. Hollywood would have come calling for him regardless. Same with John Cena. Same with Roman Reigns right now. You think Street Fighter is the only movie he's going to be in? You don't think he's going to get bigger roles or not get bigger roles in the future? Of course he is. Hogan was doing Suburban Commando and Mr. Nanny. Okay, him doing those movies has little to do with their success.
Yeah.
Hope.
Okay, stop him again. As far as Hogan, I know it wasn't a movie, but Thunder. I don't think I like Thunder in Paradise, and okay, no Holds Barred. That was the first one, and there's another one called Paradise Island or Paradise Valley or something. I only seen like pieces of that, so I can't count that. And there was some other movies. I never seen Suburban Commando. Whatchamacallit. I know that's crazy. I only seen pieces of it. So but yeah, back in the day, it was a Rocky movie, The Thunder Lips. That was a Rocky movie. But yeah, I didn't even see many Hogan. When I think of the Hogan movies, the first thing I think of is No Holds Barred and him and Zeus. That's what I think of.
Hogan's biggest role was Thunder Lips in Rocky III, which he has always claimed that he was fired for taking the role by Vince McMahon Sr. And Vince told him that you'll never be welcome back if you say yes and do this movie. Even though he was already doing jobs on his way out of the territory. Like, it's a Hogan story, so you have to take it with a grain of salt, whether that's actually true or not. And he's told that story for just years and years and years. But it's like the story he's told for years of Hiro Matsuda breaking his ankle on purpose during training when he was trying to become a wrestler. And Matsuda supposedly broke his ankle on purpose to try to run him off.
I believe that.
Healed up, right? Hogan valiantly came back. He showed up again, and he proved that he was serious about wanting to be a wrestler. Like, even Brian Blair, who started his career with Hogan and stayed friends with him for all these years, has said, like, what really happened is that Hogan sprained his ankle by accident one day, and he missed a few classes. Like, he ended up spinning it into some heroic comeback story of the evil veteran breaking his ankle. Like, it's just Hogan being Hogan. But like Andre with The Princess Bride, Hogan is...
The breaking your leg thing, it kind of makes sense because they always said 100 times they didn't want just anybody in the wrestling business back then, and they on about breaking your leg, but they said they wore you out until you didn't want to come back no more. Okay, puking on yourself, okay, just dragging the ground in a pool of sweat, and then you were like, okay, no more of this, and I'm done. Trying to keep you away from it.
Thunder Lips, it wasn't just his first movie role, it was his defining movie role. Right? It was his most memorable movie role. No Holds Barred is a guilty pleasure of mine. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a great movie. It's not a great movie, but I own the DVD.
It's not that
watched
bad.
it many times. I still enjoy the movie. Suburban Commando is another one. I can go back and enjoy that one too. And I got a kick out of his cameo in Gremlins. Gremlins 2. Remember, he was sitting in the movie theater at one point. He's in his gear. He's got the bandana on. He's got the winged eagle belt around his waist.
I remember that, yeah.
And the usher is like, he's got the flashlight.
Seen that in so long.
And he's going row by row, and he's looking for someone. And he finds Hogan. And he goes over to Hogan, and I'm sorry to bother you, but, like, we've got gremlins in the projection room. And then Hogan stands up, and he turns, and he cuts this promo on the gremlins. Like, that was great. That was a memorable moment. That was a memorable role for him. Nobody will ever mistake Hulk Hogan for being a master thespian. Him being on this list, yes, he should be on the list. They have him here, what they put him at? Number 7, I think? Yes, they have him at number 7. That sounds about right. I would not have him in the top 5. Kevin Nash is number 6. I mean, you talk about legendary roles. Come on now. Super Shredder. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Heard about that.
Unless you grew up during that time, you have no idea how big of a deal Super Shredder was.
He was huge.
Like in the movie, he's on screen for 90 seconds, and he ends up committing suicide. But he brings that dock, that wooden
he fell
dock
through the
down
floor, didn't he?
on the turtles, and he ends up killing himself. Like, they're turtles, dude. What did you think was going to happen? But he was the Russian in that Punisher movie.
The Punisher,
with Thomas
yep.
Jane. He was in The Longest Yard. A lot of wrestlers were. He was in the Magic Mike movies, which I never saw, but I know that was
Magic
kind
Mike.
of a big deal for a while.
I remember that.
And then he did a B-level horror movie, my God. He did this movie called River of Darkness, that I saw years ago with Kurt Angle. Kurt
Oh
Angle is the
yeah,
star. He plays a sheriff in some podunk town. He's killing zombies.
I think I remember. Yeah, I
Kevin
remember
Nash and
that.
Psycho Sid play two of the zombies. So if you ever want to see undead Kevin Nash and Sid Vicious in a movie with Kurt Angle, I think Glacier's in that movie too. River of Darkness. I cannot recommend it.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna sit
remember
here and
that. Now I
recommend it
remember.
to you, but that's
Wasn't that
the
good?
name of the movie. And then he did some awful movie about a COVID-19 outbreak or something. I mean, it was a payday, so Nash is not going to say no. Then we get into the top five. Number 5 is Adam Copeland. Again, I cannot speak to him
I
because
remember
I
Edge
have
in
not
movies.
seen anything that he has been
I
in.
remember that.
And then we get into the top 4. And I agree with their top 4. Number 4 is Rowdy Roddy Piper. Piper did a little movie in 1986 called Body Slam with
Yeah, I remember that.
Dirk Benedict from the A-Team that I very much enjoyed.
Was that face?
Piper's tag team partner in the movie is Sam Fatu, the Tonga Kid.
Yeah, Tonga
Who's
Kid.
the father of one Jacob Fatu. After that, he did a movie called Hell Comes to Frogtown, which was terrible. I'm sorry. I know
Don't
for some
remember that.
people that's a cult classic. It's a terrible movie. And then he did They Live.
That's the
which
one
is
I keep hearing
opposite of
about.
Terrible.
That's
It is
what
a great movie. It has become a cult classic over the years for a reason. I'm a mark anyway for almost anything John Carpenter does, but this became the defining role of Piper's film career, with one of the greatest fight scenes that you will ever see, with him and Keith David. Piper didn't need to film anything else after this. Not It's Always Sunny. Nothing. This will forever be what Roddy Piper is known for.
I think he had a movie with
outside
Billy
of
Blanks
wrestling.
too.
Number 3 is John Cena. Number 2 is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
All right, now,
And the number one-
we're gonna stop it right there. If he's about to say, probably about to say Batista, this is wrong, wrong. You know, I ain't seen. Oh, actually, let me take that back. Like the Batista movies I like was probably wasn't even that big as he is now then, because was one movie movie with him and Van Damme. It's the Wrong Side of Town. And the movie where they was on the bus with the hostages, whatever that movie was called. And what was the movie called? Shining Sun or something with Danny Trejo. I can't think of what it was called. I'm probably saying it wrong. He was like I don't know if he was the bad guy or the detective or something. I ain't seen the movie in 10 years. So I don't know, long ass time ago. I'm not putting Batista over The Rock. That's not happening. Whoever made this list, you were drunk. You were like that dude over there talking about slapping people. Yeah, you were drunk.
Wrestler turned movie star is Dave Batista. And I agree with that 100%.
That's wrong, Jason. I'm
If
sorry.
this was purely a box office list, then Rock would be number 1.
He should be number 1, period.
Rock would be 1, Cena would probably be 2, Batista... Batista
no,
did the Guardians of the Galaxy
Cena
stuff.
probably be 3.
Cena would probably be 2, and Batista would be
No.
3. So if you're going purely based on box office receipts,
no,
then the top 3 would look a little bit different.
wrong.
But Rock is not a better actor than Batista.
Yeah,
John
right.
Cena
Yeah,
is
right.
not
Yeah,
a better
right. Yeah,
actor.
right. Yeah, right. I remember the comments when I was reacting to what was that movie called? The Faster, when he was playing like the hitman, and he had his like a list. And this dude had a full list of who he was looking for, and the only person that got cut a break was that preacher. Everybody else was gone. Because I remember the comments was saying he's the same movie. No, he ain't the same movie. Or something like he's just like him in wrestling. Rock was not that serious in wrestling. That man was ready to take him out because they got his baby brother or something like that. And they may not like the young Rock when he did Doom and all this other stuff. That's the only one I didn't like. I liked the game plan Gridiron Gang, all that stuff. There was another one, not the Rundown. I think it was Walking Tall. That was actually pretty good. Yeah. Now Black Adam still ain't. I know they got the picture. I still ain't seen that. But Rock ain't garbage, and he should be number one. Period. This list is backwards. I'm trying to think what else. Wasn't his movies, but he's in the Furious movies. That too. Yeah. And I know there's some more. I just can't think of everything right now. But yeah, this is something.
Than Batista. Batista has shown more acting range than either one of them. More so than Rock.
Yeah,
He plays
right.
the same character in almost everything he's in.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not even saying he was bad. I've enjoyed a lot of Rock's films. I mean, I even like Doom. I may be the only one.
Yeah.
That movie came out in 2005. I liked it.
Yes, that was horrible.
Walking Tall, Gridiron Gang,
Yeah.
Snitch. That doesn't get talked about. Snitch was a good movie. But
I
those
forgot
were
about
before
that
he
one.
really blew up and started doing these big budget blockbusters. But you watch Batista in a movie like House of the Rising Sun, and then you watch him as Drax in
That's what it
Guardians of the
was.
Galaxy, and then you go watch him in Bushwick.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think it was House of the Rising. I think that's what it was. Yeah, but only when I think of Batista, only thing I think about is the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's about it. And then, like I said, I think it was a DVD movie, straight to DVD. The Wrong Side of Town. He was like, he told Van Damme or whoever that was, like, get the hell out of here before I get that damn bounty, or something like that. That was funny. I think he beat up Ja Rule in there. Ja Rule was in the movie. There's a lot of people in there. This is way before he got smaller, lost the muscle and stuff. Yeah, but I can't. This list, man.
And then go watch him in a comedy like Stuber. I went to the theater to see that. And then go watch him in a movie like Knock at the Cabin, which was that M. Night Shyamalan movie. These are all very different roles. And by the way, he was the best part of that Knock at the Cabin movie. He played this character, Leonard. He was great. He's very versatile as an actor. I don't know if any of those three will ever win an Academy Award, but I could totally see Batista doing some kind of art house type film one day, and that nets him at least a nomination. Although I will say there's chatter that Rock actually might get a nomination, an Oscar nomination for the movie that's coming out, I think in October, he did on Mark Kerr, The Smashing Machine. It's possible.
Oh yeah,
it's
I heard about
possible
that
he could actually get an Oscar nod for that. But like, I could totally see Batista doing an art house type film and then, being nominated for an Academy Award. So I think they nailed it with the top four. You could flip flop.
No, it's no nail. It needs to be flipped because nailing it. It was rock. It's the same movie, the same actor, or the same person, just like wrestling. Gridiron Gang. What's the other movie I said? Gridiron Gang and Faster. It's two different movies. What's the other one? Even the when he was younger, before he shaved the head bald. What is it called? What is that movie? Not the Tooth Fairy. So that could stay there. What the hell is it called? It was another football. Oh, the Game Plan. I think that's what. Yeah, different. Yeah. Oh, this one, yeah, because he wasn't doing that many action movies at first. Yeah, and like I said, the Furious movie, he was good in there, but that wasn't his wasn't his movie. And I remember, I think it was Tyrone Magnus. Stopping the missile with your bare hands. That was crazy. Like, get the hell out of here. Got up the stopping the Scud missile. How about that? That was funny though. That was crazy. But yeah, this just I don't know. I don't know about this. Come on now. I don't know about this. It's rock all the way.